Hi, everybody. Ooh, excuse me. Hi, I'm Michele Amburgey. How are you guys doing? Yay! We'll just take a few minutes, wait for everybody to see that we're on. Hope everybody's doing good. Whew, we've been having some rain here in California. It was kind of crazy. I had my family room flooded. That was fun. Rainy Suggs, hello. And it's been kind of fun. I've kind of been enjoying it. I actually have a little space heater on in my office right now, so if you hear that in the background, that's what's going on. So I hope everybody's doing really good. Again, my name is Michele Amburgey. We're doing live mini readings today. So what we're going to do is I'm going to have you guys put your questions in the comment box, and I'll get to as many as I can. Please ask specific questions. If you ask questions like, what is my life purpose? You need to be making a private session with me. That's too big of a question to answer in a quick little thing like this. Also, I do private readings with people. You can go and make your appointment for that at micheleamburgey.com. And my first name, Michele, is spelled with one L. So it's MicheleAmburgey.com. So you can go ahead and go do that. I've got 30-minute and 60-minute readings. I also am a transformation coach. So I do it's like life coaching, but I work in all areas of life. I work with, your business, your love, your heart and soul, spiritual development. I do a lot of different things. I am a channel for the angelic realms, for ascended masters, and what I call the illumined beings of light. And I'm a healer. I do Reiki healing and pranic healing and 27 other different types of healing modalities. I'm a certified clinical hypnotherapist. I specialize in past life regression. I'm an EFT practitioner. I am a keto coach. So if you are looking to lose weight, heal the body, learn how to do that, I have a business called Keto Club Plus. And you can look that up. It's on Facebook. I also have a Patreon membership site. And for $20 a month, with Keto Club Plus, you get a private Facebook group, you get weekly meetings or classes, you get a meditation, you have the group to support, you get to ask questions. I'm in the group every single day, and really help you get, figure out what to eat, figure out your macros, all that kind of stuff. And the reason I started doing that is I have autoimmune diseases. I've got Hashimoto's, I've got osteoarthritis, and I've got Epstein-Barr, which is probably the root of it all. And I've really struggled for the past 7 years with that kind of stuff. And I found out a lot of it is rooted in emotions. And as a person who's a healer and who deals with emotional healing all the time, I was like, hello. So I know how to do the keto thing. I know how to help people with all that. And so ta-da, Keto Club Plus was born. So if you need any help with that, I do Keto Club Plus. It's about losing weight, but it's also about healing the body. And I don't do all the crazy stuff. It's really eating good, wholesome food. I'm not like, eat high fat. I mean, it's really reasonable. I am a holistic health practitioner, so I understand nutrition and how the body works. And so something kind of fun. And I'm also a voiceover actor. And so I do voiceovers for commercials, narrations, e-learning, cartoons. I'm getting into cartoons, and all kinds of stuff like that too. So I do a lot of stuff. But today we're doing readings. And again, like I was saying, I am a channel for the angelic realms. I've been doing this for almost 20 years. I was clairvoyant, clairaudient, psychic, saw dead people as a child. And so it's something that's always been a natural part of me. And I got into it about 20 years ago. I'd gone through a divorce and I was working as an accountant. It's another thing I do. I'm an accountant. And making, $40 an hour, which back in the day was pretty good money. And I went to a psychic and I'm paying her $150. And all of a sudden the light went on and I went, what am I doing? Why am I working in a cubicle for $40 an hour when I could be helping people and doing something for my heart and soul for, $150? And so I started switching over, and this is what I do for a living now. I have my few different things, but it's all under one umbrella of helping people. And it's super satisfying, super rewarding. And so I am super happy to be here with you guys. I love to see everybody getting on. So fun. Jenna, my Jenna Marie's here, my niece. I love you, Jenna. Rebecca, Bernadette Garvin. Hi, Bernadette from Ireland. Kathy's here. Super cool. Frank is here. Christine, Kathy, Buffy, Rebecca, oh, I love your name. Saiegna, Siegna, Linda. What a pretty name. Super cool. Lena Betker, Joan Marshall. Yes, we've got all kinds of new people here. This is super fun. All right, so what I want you guys to start doing is, hi, Kathy, start putting your questions in the comment box down at the bottom. I'm going to be using my favorite cards. These are so fun. They are called the Oceanic Tarot cards. Aren't those pretty? So they're mermaids. I love mermaids and unicorns and dragons and all the good stuff. Fairies, although fairies can be tricky. But I love all that. This just really speaks to me. The other cards that I'm going to be using are super powerful. They're called the Magical Dimensions. And I know you guys, I know you guys are seeing this backwards, so I'm sorry. Do your own magic. Learn to read backwards. So these cards are really good because they deal with sacred geometry. They deal with angelic light language, which when I was 16 years old, I was at a born-again Christian church with my 16-year-old boyfriend thing, and it was a Assemblies of God church, and I loved it because they did singing and dancing in the spirit, and I was like, woo, people were, woo, and I started speaking in tongues. And I was, kind of blessed or received the blessing of the Spirit, speaking in tongues. And since then, as I've done that and started working with the angels about 20 years ago, they told me that they were angelic languages and they're very sacred. And so I use them in all kinds of things. I use them in my healing work. I use them even in readings. And it really brings in amazing blessings. Sometimes I even do it here. So, just in case anybody's wondering, but it's kind of cool because the angelic languages, people have found ways. I thought I was going to see if I could find one. People have found ways to actually put those writings and that language into a writing, into kind of a cuneiform thing, and it's a little bit like the elven languages from Lord of the Rings, stuff like that. So it's really cool. Hang on just a second. I wanted to find this one. This is a great example of angelic language in writing, inform. Cool. I love how, I don't know if you guys can see this, but we've got some beautiful golden light kind of coming down. That doesn't usually happen. Maybe it's because it's freezing in here. Isn't that cool? So that's the other set of cards we're going to do. And what I always like to do before we get started and really get rolling is I always like to do a prayer. So we'll just start with beloved beings of love and light, angels, archangels, and all of the angelic realms of love and light. Holy ones, we invite you. And I invite the guides and angels of everyone listening, whether right here, right now, or listening later. Those guides and angels who are of love and light, we invite you to come in and help get messages through for your people. I invite in master guides of light. I invite in Christ consciousness and the mighty I am presence. I am that I am, which is your soul connection to God, Goddess, Creator. We invite in all the ascended masters of light, the spiritual hierarchies of light. I invite in the Melchizedekian Brotherhood and Sisterhood of Light, the Master Alchemists. So if there's anyone here that has things that it's time to transmute, we ask that you assist with that too. Because part of what you guys are doing here, it's not just about getting messages, but you're in a healing bubble, if you will. And so we call upon Mother God, Father God, Mother Earth, Universal Mind, Source, Wakantanka, as the Native Americans say. Whatever that eternal loving presence is that runs in, through, and as all things, I invite that love and light presence into our into our readings here tonight. And so that means that it's coming down around you too, whether you're live or listening to this later. As we start getting into the readings, I want to let you guys know that yes, people are asking questions. Yes, the angels are answering them. But if any of these readings, if any of these cards really speak to you and you're like, ooh, that's for me, it is, okay? Because we're now working on multidimensional energy fields. And so it's not just one person, one reading. This is something that is for everyone. And that again is for if you're doing this here, or if you're listening to this later. This is an eternal now kind of an experience. So let's get started. So Kathy Cornwall, you're the first person I'm seeing here. So you get the first answer. And Kathy is asking, will I be teaching once I'm settled in my new place? Will I have to have my hip replaced? Okay, so 2 questions there, right? So let's do this. I'm going to use the mermaids. Hi, Gianna. So Kathy wants to know if she's going to be teaching when she's settled in her new place. So angels will tell me how many cards to pull. Some people get 1 card, some people get 3 or 4 cards. I let the angels guide. Please don't take it personal. If you get 1 card, sometimes 1 card is all you need. Kathy, I'm getting really strong that once you get settled, and you got the card of stability here, that once you get settled, Archangel Michael is really saying, if you want to teach, yeah, you can be. He's saying, but he wants you to make sure that you get settled, that you feel good and grounded where you're at. And he's also saying that part of the hip thing that you have going on is about the not feeling grounded, not feeling settled. He's saying the hip thing may change. And he's saying you get in the card of trust. So he's saying, you know how to do this. You know how to receive messages and to really trust the messages that you're getting. He's saying that the hip thing you may be able to put it off for a while as well. Might not have to be something that you do right away. He's saying once you get moved and settled, things are going to shift for you pretty good. And he's wanting me to pull 1 more card. Yeah, the card of calm. Also, he wants you to know, and this is from Metatron and Michael, that the move that you're making is really going to bring some calm, stable, really loving, good energy to you. The shift is going to be a little woo, and you're being able to settle in isn't going to happen like really quick. Give yourself, he's saying, even a couple of months. But yeah, if you want to do teaching, absolutely go for it. And he's funny. He's saying, well, actually, Metatron and Michael are kind of coming through as one tonight, which is cool. They are saying, I need to say, they're saying, take the hip thing moment by moment. Yeah. Once you get moved, allow your body to start healing. You may not have to do it. So I hope that helps, Kathy, and good luck with your move and everything. That's super cool. Cool, Gianna. Gianna is asking, how can my sister and I work better with property we have? We see different in how we handle things in this area, and it's been hard because of losing our father not too long ago. Oh, I'm so sorry. It's hard to lose a parent, huh? It's a little bit. You don't, until you've experienced it, there's just no way to really express. It's all of a sudden there's a part of you that has to grow up. Okay, wow. Gianna, you're getting some pretty specific cards. One of the things is you guys do have options, and that seems to be what's pulling you guys, but you're getting the card of the Sun. And they want you to try not to be too much pulling back and forth. Your sister maybe, but let yourself see all the options. Let all the ideas of the options come to you. It doesn't have to be one way. And there are some things that are really good. And he's saying, remember that you love your sister. And I feel almost like if you kind of soften a little bit, that she actually will come towards you and be a little bit more agreeable. I feel like there's almost like I want to say almost like a little bit of a panic energy with her, or a panic energy around this, like, oh, I don't know what to do, oh, let's get going, oh, it's got to get done. And it's weird because I don't feel like it's necessarily being talked about, but it's an underlying kind of thing that's going on. So you moving into that love space would really, really help. And it doesn't mean you have to give in, but it does kind of do a little meditation and send love to the situation and love to your sister. I feel like it'll make it a lot easier for you. And Archangel Michael is saying, I concur. Soften this thing out. He's saying, Gianna, soften this thing out. You know how to do that. He's saying you're a very loving person. You know how to do that. And it's almost like when you kind of start implementing and sending her love, send the situation love, just love, doesn't mean you're giving in. But it's almost like your sister will soften. So I hope that helps. I hope that helps. Okay, Lorinda. Lorinda's asking about a roommate that seems to be having anger. Use your wisdom. This is the high priest. Okay. This is the energy of you are wise and above the anger and the nonsense that's going on. Self-reflection. Okay. And this is the 6 of Cups. It's the self-reflection and meditation that's going to bring you the feeling of stability and let his anger go over you or under you, not into you. Okay. And I'm getting the card of abundance. All right. So I really feel like there is some abundance and changes. You're at a crossroads right now. But yeah, you're in the transformation. Just hang in there. Give yourself a couple of months. This thing is will be shifted in a couple of months. So I hope that helps. I know it's when you're in the transformation, a lot of times we're kind of like going, holy crap, when is this going to end? And it's kind of a hard place to be, but that's the time where we really employ our knowledge, our wisdom, our spiritual gifts to sit in meditation, sit in quiet, let the crazy go around us and not engage in the drama. Archangel Michael is saying, don't engage in the drama. And he's saying this is for everyone. Do not engage in the drama. Do not... He's saying, don't even put your toe in the drama pool right now, because if you will, you'll get sucked in. And he's saying, I love Lord of the Rings. And he's saying, in Lord of the Rings, there is a place in the movie where they're going to go into the dwarves' underground things. And they come to this big door and they're trying to figure out how to open it. And there's a lake there. And one of the hobbits are throwing rocks into the lake. And because he was dipping his toe or disturbing the lake, becoming a part and interacting with the lake drama, all of a sudden this monster came out and started pulling them into the lake. And he's saying this is what it's like in the world right now. And so many people are in crazy town and they're responding to energies and not even conscious of what they're doing. And so don't play with the drama. Don't take it on. Don't poke the bear. Don't put your toe in the lake. Just let it roll over you or under you or around you. Don't engage. And that's the big thing right now. So that's for all y'all. So Lorinda, I hope that helps you. Jody, is there a move or career on the horizon? Jody Connealy. Well, yes, you have some things that you need to decide in your own mind. It's kind of like there is, but you need to decide that it's time. So it's almost like as soon as there's a reward waiting for you. In whichever way you go, move or don't move, there's still reward. And waiting for you, it's inner. And you're getting the trust card. Okay? Where it's like trust in your own ability to be wise and to know what's best for you. And he's saying if you want to move, he says you're in conflict about it right now. And it's not conflict like, oh, what do we do? Help. But it's more, you haven't made a decision. He's saying you have the resilience to go either way. But he's like, make a decision. Make the change. Got the destruction card. This is like the Tower card in the regular tarot. It's like make the change. If you want to change, sorry. I gotta turn my heater off. It's hotter than heck in here. I've not been using the house heater because it's heating up my whole. I got a big house, heating up the whole house when it's been so cold. So I've been using a space heater. But yeah, it's don't be afraid of the changes. Make a decision. And Metatron is saying you've been sitting on this for a long time. He's saying too long. And he's saying get up and start moving. Get up and start moving. Make those decisions and move towards what you want. He's saying stop sitting on your laurels. Yikes. So I hope that helps, Jody. Catherine, why was I so conflicted? Okay, so Catherine is asking a good question here. Is why was I so conflicted about going to work today? Was the hesitation to go to my higher guidance? I work few hours. I don't mind my job, yet I experience a conflict often when I have the choice to go or not. Archangel Metatron is coming through, and he's saying anytime you feel resistance to doing something, he's saying always go into the inner world, because it means that there's something about what you're doing that is not congruent to what you are right now. And he's saying we have to remember not to judge it at like, oh, that's good for me or that's bad for me. But it's like, it's not congruent anymore. It's not fitting me anymore. And also he's saying you're fighting in the inner realms right now. And he's saying that it's time for you to really trust what you're getting. Trust what you're getting. And you're going to laugh when you hear this. He's saying, trust what you're getting. He's saying, change is in the air. You have the Destiny card. Trust. Okay, trust the information that you're getting. You know that you're, you know that you don't really want to be there. And it's not that it's good or bad. It's like, I don't want to be there. Change. But you have to be the one to surrender to the change. It's like Spirit is trying to get you to change. As soon as you do that, you're going to find that balance. Okay, Catherine? So, yeah. It's time to make the move, time to take the plunge. And you know what's so weird? Whenever we're struggling with something, as soon as we surrender, it doesn't mean give in, I'm not doing what I want anymore, but it's just surrender to what Spirit's giving you. It's like everything pops into place really quick. And if it's not popping into place, it means there's somewhere that you haven't surrendered. So, Catherine, your affirmation word, Archangel Metatron is saying for the next month is I surrender. And really listen to what you're getting. He's saying you're getting correct messages. Trust them. All right. So I hope that helps. Lillian Nader. Hi there, honey. Oh, Lillian. Went to the doctor today about stomach troubles, mainly, and I'm also having pain and weakness in my left leg. Plus my thyroid meds are no longer available. Is my doctor on the right track with my treatment? Okay. Well, stomach troubles. Us Virgos, we have tummy troubles. It's nerves. It's worry. I'm getting that really strong for you too. And Archangel Michael is laughing. He's going, Lillian, you're busted. You're busted. He's asking you to please really sit in meditation. He's saying you're subconsciously, you're not feeling supported. You're not trusting in the universe. You're not trusting the shifts that you're in. You're in like this tempest. You're feeling a little bit like you're not sure what's going on. Card of kindness. He's saying be gentle with yourself. He's saying don't put yourself. Ooh, and abandonment. Ooh, it's one of the energies that you're struggling with. He says stop putting yourself through trauma because it's all up in here. He's going, you and Catherine, I surrender. And here's a card that's really cool. I wish. Archangel Michael is saying your body is responding to your feeling of not feeling supported, feeling maybe abandoned, scared. Use your wisdom. Okay, this is saying that you have the wisdom and you have the power within yourself to deal with these issues. And he's saying, yes, your doctor is on the right track. And he's saying, and that's good and that's great. And always listen to your doctor. But he's saying, don't abandon the holistic stuff that you know to do too. He's laughing. He's saying there's so many doctors now that people are coming in and going, oh, but I use essential oils and herbs and whole foods. And the doctors are kind of like, oh, we don't even know what that means. They don't have any training in it. And it's an interesting space of educating the medical fields. But your doctor is a good doctor. And Archangel Michael is saying, trust your guts. Trust your guts. So Lillian, I hope that's good. The doctor is on the right track, but also don't abandon the holistic is a big thing. And I surrender. So I hope that helps, Lillian, honey. Okay, Ariel, I'll have to watch the replay. Okay. You're welcome, Kathy. Rebecca would love to know about future TV writing opportunities. Oh, well, here's a card from over here. Oh, interesting. Go into that. It's interesting. I all of a sudden switch card decks for you. They're saying you got the card of the Guardians. It's saying, really, Rebecca, start talking to the angels. Let them help guide you in this. You have things that you can be bringing through that are really going to help people. They're asking you to turn to the angels and turn into meditation. Let them guide you. They're saying that you do this to some degree. But they're saying you're doing it at like kind of a Archangel Michael, a half-ass level. He's saying he really wants you to sit in and just really get in to your inner knowing and your inner wisdom and listen to what you're getting. He's saying there is some stuff that's going to be coming up for you. And I'm feeling like March, April, that is going to kind of change your trajectory a little bit, not massively, but just a little bit of a change in trajectory, which is almost like a realignment to get you really lined up with what you need to be doing and who you need to be doing it with. So he's saying keep moving forward, spend some time in meditation, really connect up with your higher self, whatever term you use for that super wise, I call it the eternal loving presence, God, Goddess, Creator, with that part of you that is an expanded version, and bring it into your inner, bring it into your heart, and listen from your heart. Okay. I need to do a meditation thing for you guys one of these days and teach you how to, it's almost like you reach out to the greatness and your expanded self, and then you bring it into your inner landscape and learn to listen from there. And it's beautiful. So we'll get that going too. So Rebecca, I hope that helps you. There is stuff coming up for you. Get ready, really get ready, and get ready in the inner planes. So I hope that helps. Laura Merritt. Okay, I recently had a couple interviews and got put on hold for the position because they hired internally at a really competitive company. I got good feedback from them and they want to bring me back when they get more head count, and all around it's been positive. Should I trust my gut and wait? I am get something in the interim, but I do feel like they're going to call you back. I think you have probably about 6 to 8 months until they're going to be ready for you. They may kind of, I feel almost like they might like kind of keep you on a string a little bit, keep you on hold a little bit. Get something in the interim, and just know that it is to kind of tide you over is what they're using. And even get something, do a job that's something that you would really think would be fun to do, or that you can learn from to prepare you for this job that you're waiting for. There's always something else that we can learn. And, having different jobs is a great way to do it. I know in my lifetime I've had a ton of different jobs, and I've learned so much from everyone. And it's interesting because now it's part of what I do is doing reading and healing and working with people. I'm able to have these experiences and this knowledge that really, really helps. And it also helps with my voiceover work too. I know how to deal with all different kinds of people. And so get something in the interim, something that you'll enjoy. But it does feel like this job's going to be coming around, Laura. So good luck with that. That's super cool. I hope that helps. Dana, is my client from Colorado ever going to purchase a home from me? Oh, those Colorado people. No, I'm just kidding. You know what? I feel kind of like... well, for one thing, I'm getting, don't wait on them. There's not really a definitive answer at this time. But Archangel Michael is saying, basically he's going, they don't know what they're doing. It's like, oh yeah, let's go. No, it's kind of a weird situation. And I feel like there's something else in the mix of all of that. Like maybe there's a family situation or something going on that they're kind of waiting for, but they're waiting. And they're just going back and forth. The angels are saying, don't wait on that. Don't wait on that, Dana. Just kind of move forward and be there when they contact you, of course. But he's saying it's kind of causing you some anxiety. And he's saying put that aside and just start moving forward. The temptation is to stay kind of connected and holding on to it. And he's going, you have options. And he's just saying, he's saying, follow the other opportunities, just move forward. They'll come around when it's time. And it's almost like if you let go of kind of hoping it'll be what you need it to be, you'll be a lot happier. It'll free up your energy. Okay. So I'm sorry. I wish I could have said yes, but I just feel like that those people are just really, just feeling like wishy-washy. It's like, yeah, we're going to go. Yeah, let's do it. And then like, So it's kind of weird. I can understand why you're asking that question. And I kind of, okay. Bloop, bloop. So interesting. Also with everybody, because we've got quite a few people on tonight. If you've asked a question and I don't get to it, don't be afraid to pop it in the box again, because I'm kind of scrolling down and sometimes like a bunch of the things will pop up and sometimes it doesn't let me scroll back. And I want to make sure that I get to everybody. So, Christine. Christine, this is a very interesting question that you're asking. Love. Any love, companionship, or marriage this year? Or do I need more healing? Archangel Metatron is saying the only love you need is for yourself. And he's saying it's not about healing. It's actually about letting the processing go and just love yourself how you are right now. He's saying when you do that, that love will come in. He's saying there is love coming for you this year. And he's saying it's more about seeing yourself as whole and complete and wonderful now, instead of focusing on the incompleteness that needs healing. That's kind of cool, huh? You got the angelic language card. And the card is about oneness. Oneness. Love yourself. Exactly how you are. One of my little sayings that I say to my clients and stuff is, I am perfectly imperfect. And I have all my weirdnesses, and I have my wounds, and I have my isms, and I have crappy days, and I get in shitty moods, and I snap at people, and I love, and I adore, and I help, and I serve, and I get tight, like don't take from me, and all of that. is all a part of who I am. And yeah, I'm going to love myself completely and totally right here, right now, who I am. And when you learn to cultivate that, it's like you become quiet inside. And really important for you is this love relationship that's coming in. So love yourself just how you are. No matter what you think is wrong, say, that's not wrong. That's just part of my awesomeness. And see what happens with that. See what happens with that, Christine. Get back, let me know. Kat started a new business. All right. So, I started a new business, Kat. Very cool. Congratulations. Okay, right now you're kind of in the vortex. You're in the learning. You're in a transformation period of that. It's kind of like guard and guide what you're doing. Be very mindful of what you're doing. There's going to be more activity. Well, you got this activity and movement. Yeah, this is good. Oh, I'm getting chills. This is going to be good, Kat. This is really going to be good. You have options. There's different ways you can go. Really listen to your intuition, Kat. You have really good intuition. And when you do, you'll have that calm. And it's almost like Archangel Metatron is coming through and he's saying when you get that calm, like that feeling, the answer is yes. Okay. So I feel like that there's some things that, maybe some decisions that need to be made, or just some, do I do blue or yellow? It's not like major things, or do I paint the walls blue or yellow kind of a thing? But in that, it's like really listen to that inner thing. And it's interesting tonight, and I'm noticing this more and more too, that so much the angels are really guiding us towards listening to our inner self. This is the time frame that we're in. This is the spiritual growth period that we're in, moving from what some people call 4D to 5D. I think that it's not a destination. It's a way of being. But it's really just more and more the guidance is really turn to your inner planes, prayer, meditation. You guys hear me say that all the time. And really listen. We're really being taught that we have to listen to the inner planes. We have to listen to ourselves. And it's kind of funny because it's like, well, that puts me out of business if nobody needs somebody who does what I do. But it's really important. It's important that we begin to trust ourselves and our inner and learn how to discern what is and what is not right for us. But you know what, Kat? You already have the intuition and you know what you're doing. You know what you're doing. I feel like it's going to be very lucrative. I feel like even a year from now, you're going to be quite happy with what you've created for yourself. So good luck with all of that. That's really neat. Ariel, let's get to you here. I feel like there's a block or a shift happening right now. What can I do to progress? Be in the calm. It's interesting. The energy just got very calm around here. That calmness will bring you the security that you're seeking. Yeah. Oh, Ariel, you're getting the card of illusion. He's saying, and this is not the card of, you're in an illusion. It's create what you want. We live in a matrix of creation. We're the creators of what we're doing. And he's saying that get into your, card of potential too. Is he saying get in there and use your faculties to create what you want. He's saying it's almost like you don't have to progress. You don't have to do. Your job right now is to be. What are you? Who are you? What are you doing? He's saying that you've spent a lot of time, especially the last few years, in really moving through and moving through and moving through and moving through. And he's saying take a breath and just be. And just allow that calm to come over you and you'll know the next step. He's basically saying stop progressing, which doesn't mean you're not going to progress, but it means stop Stop. Slow down. And what you're working through, I'm getting guilt and trauma. Yeah. Guilt and trauma. This is the energy you're supposed to be in. Dolphins. Sink into your inner dolphin, Ariel. Just be in that love. Be in love with yourself. Get into that love space and be there. And kind of like what they were saying to, oh God, I'm so terrible with names. I get in this thing and I'm going like this and I even forget names. But it's like we need to stop the processing and everything and just slow down and just go into the inner, and it doesn't mean forever and ever and ever. It means right now. We need to be in that contemplative, meditative, inner mindfulness place right now. And the answers will come. And I'm getting that really strong. And as a matter of fact, the angels are telling me that they want you all to know that the answers will come. Okay? But they're saying you must learn to do this. You must learn to be your own guide. Be your own, it's funny, these are an inner guru. Yeah. So I hope that helps, Ariel. It's like stop, slow down, take a breath. And he also, Archangel Michael is saying, you're doing fine, honey. You're doing fine. Amanda. Okay. Amanda is say, I'm worried about the weather. She's in Portland and it's snowing. About a pop-up shop I have planned for Valentine's Day. Any word? Yeah. I'm getting, don't worry too much about it. It may get rescheduled. He's saying, but don't make any plans right now. Because yeah, it feels like it's probably going to get rescheduled. You said for Valentine's Day, where we at 6-4, about 8 days. It feels like it's probably going to get rescheduled. But he's saying don't panic because actually, when it gets rescheduled to is actually going to be better than what it would be for Valentine's Day. And he's saying, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking Valentine's Day is the perfect day for this. But he's saying you have other ways of getting your products out for Valentine's Day. People that would purchase for Valentine's Day. He's saying when you reschedule it too, it's actually going to be better and you're going to get more work and more like referral kind of work. Like you're going to meet people who will then tell people who tell people. So it's going to be better in the long run. He's saying it's not 100% right now. They may still go ahead and do it, but he's saying most likely it will be rescheduled. So sorry, but it's a good rescheduling. So don't panic. But Archangel Michael is really saying, put some effort into marketing like a Valentine special or something where you market other places like online. And honey, send your stuff and what you do to the Soulful Living Tribe. On Fridays, I let everybody put all their business stuff and their websites and all that stuff. Get it in the tribe. Because a lot of times people share stuff from there. They share it with their friends. I share it around to different groups or people that I think would be interested. So don't hesitate to do that. And also that's for everybody. For all of you that have businesses that have hobbies, interests, ideas, businesses that you want to share. On Friday, Soulful Living is open for you guys putting your business on there and let people see what you're doing. We've got over 500 people in this group, in this tribe. And, a lot of you guys are entrepreneurs and social media marketing is a big thing, and especially to groups. And you guys have this opportunity to get it out to a lot of people, to potentially 500 people. And then, if people share it or they're like, oh my gosh, like Amanda does these amazing, things and she makes these beautiful candles or they do wonderful healing work or whatever that is. you know, it's important to do that. And I really want you guys to use that as a resource. And people really haven't been doing it. And I try to remind everybody, but I forget to. Wednesdays and Fridays are my crazy busy days, so I kind of forget. So I apologize, but it's there for you guys. You guys have a major resource. So don't be afraid, Amanda, to put your stuff on there. So I hope that helps. Let me see what this is. Okay. Oh, cool. You're welcome, Kat. You're welcome, Christine. Oh, good. I'm glad that fits. Good. Let me see. I just popped all the way down to the bottom. I don't want to. You're welcome, Rebecca. Lillian, I hope that's helping. Hi, Jenna Glover. Let's see. Christine Butler. I see Christine has got something she sent me on Messenger. I'm going to go ahead and do that, but you know what? Normally I don't do that. I can't keep track of all that. And once I'm done here with live, I don't do free readings other than here. So, but Christine is saying, here in Canada, the weather's crazy. Connections in and out. Okay, so Christine. Yeah. There is a possibility of a move for you this year, not right now. There's some stuff that's in the way and some things that you need to do. Archangel Michael is saying, if you want to move, if you're ready and really feel like, yeah, I want to go ahead and do this, he's saying, get the things finished that need to be finished so that you can move that forward for you. So I hope that helps, honey. And you know what, really quick, I know we've got some people. Susan. All right, Susan Ferrier. Been looking for you, darling. Is my future bright and full of love? Well, when we first got started here, one of the things that we were saying is when we have these mini readings, you know, most people that do this kind of stuff, they really have things that they want to look at. If you ask a really broad question, you're going to get a very broad answer. And a lot of those big questions can't really be answered in a quickie thing like this, other than a very, you know, kind of shallow answer. But for you, Susan, I'm getting reward. Yep. So I'm going to say immediately right out of the gate, yes, it is. Contemplation, go into meditation, inner work, mindfulness. You know that your future is set by what you do right now. And just be practical. You know, do the magic that needs to be done. Do your visioning, do your prayer, do your meditation, do your inner work. And inner work meaning prayer, meditation, visioning, that kind of stuff. He's saying endurance, you'll need endurance this year to get through. You're going to be busy. Saying there's a lot of options coming your way too. So being in that meditative state, being able to really be connected with you is going to help provide you with growth. So yeah, I would say absolutely. Susan, your future is bright and full of love. I would say absolutely. So super cool. Christine Suzanne Moss. Health better soon. I'm going to assume, oh, you got a partnership card, Christine. Oh, interesting. Boredom. Where are you bored, honey? What are you doing? What are you doing? Yeah, recovering. Yep. You're going to be fine. And then vision. Kind of cool. So you've got the card of partnership. You got the card of boredom. But also the Four of Cups is also kind of like it's time for you to do some like inner searching to decide, what do you want to do? What do you want to do? Who do you want to be? But definitely there's recovery. It's interesting you have the vision card, because when I see these cards together, it's almost like part of your struggling with health is kind of emotional related. And I just keep coming back to this boredom card, where it's just, it's emotionally related, and it's just kind of like, it's almost like this feeling of like, eh. So I'm not sure what that is. And, you know, sometimes that's something that's happening almost on the subconscious plane and not necessarily in your thinking mind. So maybe try a little meditation and go in and just, yeah, you know what? Go in wherever you're having your health issue. If it's kind of tummy or if it's all over, if you're having like all over issues, I feel like kind of what's going on with you is a little bit of an all over body thing. Go in and talk to the cells of your body and just say, and this is for anybody who's having any kind of struggles with health, is go in and just say, what's going on? What do you need me to know? What do you need me to do? And ask your body. And I also want to say, Christine, that there's something that you're eating or putting in your body that may seem like it's healthy or good, or that Archangel Michael saying, or that you can get away with, that's causing a little bit of disruption in your body too. You might want to look at your diet a bit as well. So I hope that helps, Christine. Yeah, you are going to get better. You are going to get better. Oh, so we have Christine Moss and Christine Knapp Phillips. Yeah, honey, you're going to be okay. Rose Fullhurst. Oh, good, Cat. Awesome. Oh, thank you. Oh, Judan Bodell is here. Let's see. I think we still have people on. We're doing good. My energy's up. So we might go a little past 8 o'clock today. So Judan says, hello. I'm attempting to reclaim money owed me rather than just letting it go. I'm trying to really listen to my inner guidance as to the steps I'm taking. Am I handling it the best I can? Anything I should do or avoid as I stand up for my best self in this? Judan, that is an amazing way to place a question in this kind of a situation. Well done. Judan, you should be a writer, just off the top of my head and with Angelic for you. You'd be a great writer. Ambition, illusion, options, responsibility. Yeah. Recovery. Yeah. First of all, you will get some of this back for sure. So let me show you what you got here. You have ambition. So your ambition is to do this, to get this money back, and it's very well placed. You've got illusion. You have allowed this to go a little bit too far. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but it's kind of like, Rah. You kind of, we're kind of like, well, it'll be okay, or well, I don't care. You kind of let it go too far. So you're kind of like reeling it back in, and you're taking responsibility for what's happening. And with that, you're gaining options. Okay, what the ideas and the things that are coming to you are right on. And it's really cool because it's like, continue to vision your victory because you will have recovery. You will get it back. He's saying you won't get all of it because there will be expenses that are incurred from this. My thought just kind of off the top of my head is maybe legal expenses or some expenses that are being incurred. But, yeah, no, keep moving forward. This is really good for you to be doing this. Yeah, Archangel Metatron is going, good for you. So what happened is you just kind of let it go too long. That's all. So it's literally you're reeling it all back in right now. So it kind of feels like a lot. But yeah, definitely trust what you're getting. You're definitely on the right track. So I hope that helps, Jadan. All righty. Oh, Frankie Smart popped in. Hey there. Okay, Jenna Glover. We got the whole family here tonight. My cousin Heather is wanting to buy a house in Dallas in March, along with her sister, and exploring moving. Will this come to fruition? I don't feel like in March. But it will happen. Destiny. March doesn't feel right. And I'm feeling almost like, and I know I don't think it snows in Dallas, but I'm seeing like snow, heavy snow. And I know we're getting that right now. And I know how these kind of patterns go. Usually we just get deluged end of January, early February, and then it clears up come March. But I feel like there's a weather-related something going on with this. It will come to fruition. It will. I'm kind of not feeling like the buying the house part. They will be moving in that direction, though, definitely. Yeah, you get healing and gratitude cards. Yeah, it will. I just don't think it's going to be March. I'm not feeling March. I'm feeling closer April. Yeah, there'll be some proposals and stuff coming through. Yeah, it's going to take a little bit longer than they think it's going to take. And it's just there's something weather related that's in the middle of this too. So I don't know if maybe they're in a place that has snow or I just feel like snow's going to slow them down. So I don't know. I don't think it snows like that in Dallas, but who knows with the crazy weather we've been having. We've been having like kind of craziness. The rain that we had here in Southern California, it doesn't usually rain like that. We haven't had rain like that in years. I mean, I think I lived in Newport. I used to live on what's known as the Balboa Peninsula. And we had rain so bad back in, I want to say like 1998, 1999, maybe 2000, that the peninsula was so flooded we couldn't get off. And it just rained and rained and rained. And so many people around me were getting flooded. And luckily, the fourplex that me and my kids lived in, we were way up. We were up about 3.5 feet. But the water came up almost to our porch there at just about 3.5 feet. So it was gnarly. But we kind of had rain like that, like we had this last few days. So it's kind of like, whoa. And my house flooded here this time. So it's kind of cool. So yeah, tell Heather, Jenna, that, don't be too upset if it doesn't happen quite in March, but it will happen. So a lot of times this stuff is just timing, Christine, I'm dealing with spine and muscle problems. Yeah. Christine, talk to your body. Go in and talk to your body. I've used that process a lot with my body. I think I was talking earlier, I'm not sure if you were on yet, that I've got Hashimoto's, osteoarthritis, and Epstein-Barr. And so I've been really sick for about 6 years. I actually, and a lot of people don't know this, I'm actually in a wheelchair because on top of all that, I have a hip injury. From belly dancing, and then I had a stupid roommate that put oil on the floor in my shower because she was crazy, and really caused an injury. And I'm not in a wheelchair like paraplegic or paraplegic, but I do use a wheelchair a lot because I have a lot of pain in my hips. And talking to my body a couple years ago, I would spend a lot of my time in bed because I was in so much pain and so exhausted. And really talking to my body and asking my body what it wants and what it needs and what can I do is how I found the keto and eating keto and getting all sugar and everything out of my diet and getting more good fats in, like avocados, coconut oil. My body loves coconut oil. Who would have thunk it? We've been told forever that, it's fat makes you fat, and fat, it's horrible. It's going to give you heart attacks, and it's not. And our bodies have been so void of the fat it needs to be healthy, and our brains, our nervous systems, everything. And also I use CBD oil, and that has been a game changer. And now, 2 years ago, hardly being able to get out of bed, my business went to hell in a handbasket and stuff, which has all been a blessing because now I'm doing, this and new things. But look at me. I'm up at 8 o'clock at night. I'm full of energy. Go, go, go. Let's do it. I'm starting 2 new businesses on top of having 2 existing businesses. And it's go. And it started with talking to my body. So I'm seriously telling you. And that's part of the transformation work that I do. So if you want to work with me, all that information's on my website on micheleamburgey.com. It's what I do to help people, and make an investment in yourself and go see, I have some packages and stuff. It's not a one-stop shop, but if you do, a one-time thing, I can show you how to do that. And Christine, look at your diet and stuff too. The keto diet that I do, the Keto Club Plus, it's not just about losing weight. Like a lot of people are really focused on the losing weight. But what I have found for me is it has healed my body. And so I do healing and weight loss. And I have another group called Chronic Pain and Illness. And I work with people with chronic pains and illness, and a lot of it is we do the basic precepts of keto. It's not always like real keto, but it's the basic precepts. Get that sugar and carb out of your diet. Sugar is so poisonous. And even some of the replacement sugars are really bad. Stevia, xylitol, and erythritol is really the only sweeteners you should be using. If you use any packaged or boxed or bottled stuff, it all has sugar by a million different names. Got to get out of there. So it's about whole foods, right? Back to basics, but it works. So Christine, you might want to take a look at that. And you might want to get on my chronic pain and illness. It's got a really long name. I'm going to find it for you because it's got such a long name. Hang on just a second, Christine. It is called, it's a group. It's called Chronic Illness, Fatigue, and Discomfort, Autoimmune Awareness and Health. So it's Chronic Illness, Fatigue, and Comfort. And if you go on Facebook and do that, it'll pop up. And it probably would pop up under if you just put my name in there because it's, I'm in there as the moderator. And we share a lot of stuff there too. So check it out and let's see if we can get you headed in the right direction because it sucks to be in pain, man. I used to be so exhausted. Judan, who, me? Let go. Frankie's smart. Frankie, do you have a question, love bug? I know Frankie from 100,000 years ago. Cooper. Oh, Adriana's here. Look at Sarah. Sarah, you girl. I hope you're doing good too. I hope your book is coming along. I haven't seen her face in a long time. So nice to see you, honey. So what we're doing, guys, ask a question in the comment box, and I'll get to it. I'm going to say, we'll probably be here another 15 minutes or so. So those of you who are just getting on, pop a question in there. Thank you, Anissa. I washed my hair today. Anissa's saying, you look fantastic. Yeah, I washed my hair. It's amazing when a girl takes care of herself. I've usually got my hair up in a ponytail, and I don't do makeup. Part of the Hashimoto's thing, if you guys will notice, I get like this crazy rash right here. And I was using heavy cream in my coffee, which is a keto thing, but I'm a little bit allergic to milk. I had a really bad response to whey about 1.5 years ago, and my body, I'd never been allergic to milk before, and all of a sudden, and so I thought I could get away with it. I was doing really good, and I started adding heavy cream, and boom. And this is actually in a flare-up. So my body, there's inflammation in my body, and this is kind of my thing here. This is what busts me. So if you guys are ever looking at me and you see my rosy cheeks like this, you're like, oh, Michelle's in a flare-up. It's kind of funny, but it's good. It lets me know if this is on the outside, it's also happening on the inside. So it's kind of my telltale. So thank you, Anissa. Thank you so much. Oh, good. Hi, Terry. Yeah. Anissa, I've lost about 28 pounds since, 23 pounds since January. And right now in Keto Club Plus, we're doing a February challenge. So we're all like sticking to our macros, really making a commitment. I'm doing biofeedback on everybody to break up fat cells, to break up adipose fat, which is that deep, they call brown fat, and to treat emotional and kind of like addictions and that kind of stuff, because, most people are really addicted to sugar. So I do the biofeedback too as a group. It's amazing. You guys, I mean, I'm not kidding. Keto Club Plus offers so much as $20 a month. It's like a big deal. And you get so much for it. So anybody having chronic illness or wanting to lose some weight, it's awesome. And you only have to do it as long as you want to. So thank you, Anissa. I so appreciate that. Judan. She's calling me the fearless keto club leader. I love doing it. I've learned so much from eating that way. Just, it works for me and it works for a lot of people. And again, it's not for everybody. It's not everybody. So Laura Carrillo, yes, I did. I must have missed your question about your new show and network. I'm wondering about the success and abundance of it. Laura, let's get you a dealio, my friend in the entertainment business. It's fun, isn't it? I love it. I grew up in the entertainment business. My dad was in the music industry. He was with Capitol Records. He's actually president of Capitol Records. So I grew up with all that stuff, and it's weird. He never wanted me to go into it, and now here I am back into it anyways. Ha ha, daddy. You can't keep an actress down. You know what? Laura, oh my God. Ooh, I'm getting chills. Laura, I want to go back to your question. I want to make sure this is, I'm wondering about success and abundance of it. Okay, so new show and network. Girl, first card, I'm getting chills up and down my spine. First card, practicality. This is also the King of Wands. So this is about the mental plane. This is about ideas and thoughts and putting those things into action. Next card you got, prosperity. Yes, it is going to be really, really good. Sensitivity. Okay, this is really about following your guts. Again, God is the theme tonight, isn't it? Following your guts and sticking to your motivation and being clear in your motivation and what you're doing this for. Your motivation and where this is coming from kind of your heart and soul, is the driving factor behind this whole thing. And if you make sure you stick to your idea and you stick to what's it's like what the foundation that you're building this on, you get the card of responsibility. You can handle all the things that need to be done. And it's just, oh my God. Happiness and love. Absolute success, honey. Archangel Metatron says, carry on. Carry on. You're on the right track. You have the right idea. You're building the right foundation for it. Do not. He's just like, he wants me to show you this card again. I would love to be a guest of yours. I would be honored and thrilled. Look at that. Ooh, ooh, turtles swimming in the ocean. That's for you, Linda. So good luck. So many blessings with that. You're bringing some good stuff. He's saying you're bringing good stuff. Basically, he's going, you're bringing good stuff to the airwaves. Is how he's putting. He's saying thank you for the work that you're doing. He knows it's not easy. And he's saying thank you. So awesome. That's awesome, Linda. A streaming spiritual network. Girl, you go. That's amazing. And make sure you let the people in, when you get it going, to let the people in the Soulful Living Tribe know what you're doing so that we can follow you and participate and support you. Okay. Natalie Staggs. Should my husband and I build our very small landscaping business into something more? Or is this something that cannot be counted on for financial? Well, I'm feeling like you guys have a lot of heart and soul in that, Natalie. Yeah, you get the card of understanding, practicality, wisdom. Yeah, absolutely. Possibility. It's your passion. Yeah. Yes. Absolutely. Let me show you what you're getting. You got the card of understanding. You guys know what you're doing. Okay. Practicality. It's practical for you to do this, to make this decision. Wisdom. Again, you guys know what you're doing and you're using your wisdom. You're not being foolish in thinking this. You get possibility. So, I mean, yeah, the possibilities are definitely there for success in this. And then you have the Queen of Wands, which is passion, and follow your passion. And then you have reward. Okay. One thing that I'm getting, Natalie, is I'm feeling like one of you at least might have to keep working or do something where you're pulling some income in from another source for a while, but I don't think that's going to last very long. I'm getting 6 months. 6 months, 6 months. So I don't know how long you guys been doing it, but I'm getting 6 months really, really strong. So I would say in 6 months, you guys are going to be tooling along pretty good. Good luck on that. That's super cool, Natalie. Yeah. Yeah, that's neat. Just something more. Yeah. Go for it, Natalie. You have the angel's blessings. I just heard that. Super cool. Anissa, of course I miss you. You compliment me and then I skip your question. OCD me is wondering if the angels have anything to say about what's going on with the mystery. If anything has changed since we last talked a few weeks ago. The surrender message was spot on for me, but anything else going on? You know, Anissa, I'm just getting this distracted, distraction. Archangel Michael and Metatron both are saying it isn't you. It isn't you. Yeah, he's just saying just keep moving forward. Archangel Metatron goes, the boy will catch up to you. Root chakra, passion. It's about vitality, stability, survival, and fearful. So he's saying that the root chakra is activated with you guys. So there is that passion and that connection. And then you're getting the card of awakening, and this is for you. This is for you. And again, he's saying we've talked before, and he's saying, you know that you were in a process of becoming, and part of what you've been struggling with the last few weeks is about your becoming. And he's saying this must take precedence over the relationship right now. So what's going on with this is more for you really than him, but he's just distracted. Every time I tap into his energy field, this is what I feel. And I feel like I tap into him and he's sitting doing, he's working. He's not just sitting around not doing anything. And then I see him just going like this, like, oh yeah. And like starts working, then it's like, and it's like and answering the phone and on the computer, it's like he's all over. It's kind of crazy, but interesting. You got the breakthrough card. The breakthrough card. I'm going to say you're going to hear from this boy again, but it's important for you to keep your attention on you and getting better and feeling better. And I think you're back east right now. I think you're in New York right now. Or maybe you've come back, but it feels like you're still traveling. And he's saying enjoy wherever you are in the moment and really learn about that. He's saying that's going to bring everything for you into present time and into alignment, and he'll contact you again. I know, boys are dumb. My girlfriends, I used to say that we had a club, the BAD club, boys are dumb. So if you want to join, you're welcome. So I hope that helps, honey. I hope that helps. Hi, Jenna, my Jenna B, Jenna Maru. If you have a question, honey, put it in there. Oh, Laura, the feng shui lady. That's right. I know Metatron. Isn't he awesome? He loves you. He loves you. So very cool. You're welcome, Natalie. Very cool. Sarah. Okay, let's get Sarah's question here. I'm used to having Sarah sitting in my class. Let's see. Is the new job opportunity that may arise soon where I may change jobs? Yes. Yeah. Wow, interesting cards here, Sarah. Okay, you got the King of Wands again. Practicality. Practicality. If this is something that will work for you, definitely go for it. And because you have the card of order, I feel like it definitely will be something. Right now you're in limbo. You've been in limbo for kind of a while. A lot of that is around prosperity, trying to get the money in to be able to kind of move forward. I feel like has been coming in trickles. It's like, oh, cool. And there's like, oh, what's stopping it? But it's really cool because you have the card of love. And then you have the card of recovery. So it's almost like, it's not recovery. A lot of people say recovery, they think drugs and alcohol. That's not what they're talking about. It's almost like everything comes into alignment for you. And I feel like in this job, I do feel like there's a really good possibility that you will. But again, making the moves, you have the card of travel. So making the move to this new job is a positive thing. They're just asking you to stay calm. It's going to come around. And I feel like they really like you. And it's more about the process of how they do their things that is the holdup, really, than anything else. And Archangel Metatron is laughing because I just read that any advice on how to move this opportunity forward, and he's laughing, and I see him go like this. Now, visualization helps a lot. And he's laughing because he's saying that like, this. He's saying really use that. And again, he's saying visualizing yourself in this new job and what does it feel like? It's not about, oh, now I have a new car, a new house and all this stuff. It's what does it feel like to work in a really cool job? And what is it going to feel like to be in that job? And what is it going to feel like when you get what you need and want? And he's saying spend some time in that realm. And he says, and you, the writer, write some of that stuff down. He's saying he knows that you've been there, but this is kind of a push for you to either continue or to put a new effort into it. So I hope that helps, Sarah. Super good to see you. Super good to see you. Okay, Natalie. Oh, work numerous jobs. Yeah, Natalie, you guys are on the right track. You're totally on the right track. I don't know, my network is getting kind of funky here. But we're still staying there. So, it looks like we've kind of slowed down here. The energy is kind of starting to diminish and my network is starting to get funky. So I'm going to bid you adieu so that we don't get too weird, and hopefully I can still upload this to YouTube a little bit later. So I want to say thank you guys so much for coming. I couldn't do this fun stuff if you guys weren't here. And so I love you all. Please come back. We do this every Wednesday at about 7 p.m., right around there. And before this completely crashes, my network's freaking out. Mwah, I love you guys. I'll see you next week. Thank you. Mwah. Bye-bye.